Hello, how are you? I am back again and today I am doing a video about the 5 best Jo Malone fragrances for men. I was actually asked to do this video ages ago and I didn't do it and I'm really sorry. So I am here, I'm doing it now and I'm super excited. Also, I consulted my boyfriend on this one to see what he thinks are the best Jo Malone fragrances. So this is kind of like part what I love for a man and part what my boyfriend loves for a man. I've also tried to kind of mix it up. I've got some which are kind of more citrus, some which are more woody, some which are more intense, some which are more subtle. And I hope that you like the video and I hope that you like my selections and I hope that it gives you a little bit of inspiration if you are a man or if you're shopping for a man, or maybe if you're just a woman who likes a slightly more unisex to masculine fragrance. Obviously all Jo Malone fragrances are unisex, so it's really just depending on how you like to wear your fragrances. Anyway, without further ado, let's chat Jo Malone fragrances for men. So I have a little cheat sheet and the first one I want to go for is Grapefruit. I think this is one of the most underrated Jo Malone fragrances that there is. I think it's so beautiful, it's so fresh, it's so uplifting. It contains notes of grapefruit, rosemary, and moss, and it's just bright, it's fresh, it's very clean. It's kind of like quite unexpected because it's citrus, but it's grapefruit. It's got that tang. It's got a little bit of like herbaceous greenness, which adds to the freshness, adds a little bit more green. I don't know, just a little bit of a tang, just a little bit of like a zing, a little something, a little bit of like herbiness and greenness, really adding to the grapefruit joy that it kind of brings. It's just a really fresh, uplifting, wonderful, wonderful citrus. It's a little bit like lime basil mandarin, but a little bit more unexpected. It's a similar kind of customer, and actually the two of them as a fragrance combine collection are gorgeous together. But I really love the grapefruit. I think it's really special. I do think it's massively underrated, and I just think it's a gorgeous, uplifting fragrance which is just filled with like citrusy, herbaceous, earthy joy, and I really love it. And it does smell so good combined with lime basil mandarin. It's also very good with wood sage and sea salt, just in case you're wondering. The next one I want to point out is the classic Amber and Lavender. Now my boyfriend really likes this. I'm not that into it. I think it's quite a classic fragrance. It's a very classic masculine fragrance. I'm personally not that into it, and I don't really know why. I love lavender, I love amber. I don't know, there's just something about it which I think, maybe it's because I can't share it. It is a very masculine fragrance. It's described as a classic male perfumery, refined French lavender and petitgrain bring the fresh luminosity to precious amber, cultivated and cosmopolitan. It is beautiful. It is very popular with my boyfriend. I don't know, it's never been a favorite of mine and I'm not 100% sure. It feels very classic. It's obviously very high quality. It is lovely. It's just not my personal favorite from the collection. However, if you are into it, wonderful. The notes include petitgrain, French lavender, and amber. The next one is, of course, my favorite, Pomegranate Noir. I love this one. It is, oh, actually, I'm gonna spray some. I should probably have my spritzes to hand. Oh, I love it. It's so beautiful. It's just really dark and rich and fruity and spicy and just so much joy in one fragrance. It's described as daringly sensual, encapsulating in scent ruby rich juices of exotic pomegranate spiked with pink pepper, laced with Casablanca lily, warmed by temptingly smoky lilac wood and patchouli, dark and enigmatic. It's so beautiful. It is quite feminine, it is quite masculine. It's a really good, dark, intense, really just a dark, smoky, intense kind of fragrance. It's just so beautiful. I think sometimes on a woman it can smell quite masculine. I think sometimes on a man it can smell quite like delicious and sensual, and I just think it's a great fragrance. Obviously, it's one of the most popular Jo Malone fragrances that there is, and it just never gets old. It contains notes of pomegranate, Casablanca lily, and Galac wood. The next one I want to share with you is wild fig and cassis. Now, I think this one is part of, I want to say either the Archive collection or the Regent Street collection. I can't remember. But it was a fragrance back in the day. It was discontinued, it was brought back, and it's now in one of those two collections. I can't remember which one, I'm so sorry, I will check. But it's a beautiful green fig cassis fragrance. It's just so good on both a man and a woman. I don't have this fragrance at the moment. I do need to buy a new bottle. When lockdown is over, I will be there to buy one. And it's so beautiful. When I did have a bottle, me and my boyfriend used to share it. And it is described as breakfast in Tuscany, plump, sun-warmed fig blended with juicy cassis and the purity of pine and bracing cedar wood, the warmth of the Mediterranean. Oh, available exclusively online, so it is part of the Archive collection. This one contains notes of wild fig, Mediterranean pine, and musk. Next, of course, I had to go wood, sage, and sea salt. This one is quite soft, it's quite subtle, it's a bit more like coastal, it's a bit more no fragrance, it's less rich and intense than the others, it's less exhilarating, it's less exciting, but it is still very beautiful. It is inspired by escape the everyday along a windswept shore, waves breaking white, the air fresh with sea salt and spray, alive with the mineral scent of rugged cliffs mingling with the woody earthiness of sage, lively, spirited, and totally joyful. And it is so beautiful. It's so minerally and fresh and aquatic and woodsy and salty and lovely. It's not my personal go-to because it is a little bit soft and subtle for me. I like something a little bit more hard-hitting, like the Pomegranate Noir or the Grapefruit or the Dark Amber and Ginger Lily or the Red Roses, or the Poppy and Barley I love. There's so many. I'm such a Jo Malone fan. But I do think it's a gorgeous fragrance, and also it's a wonderful combiner. It basically combines with everything to make it a little bit more zingy. It's a really good fragrance to have in your collection, but I personally find worn alone, it's a little bit like soft. It's a little soft for me, but it is gorgeous on a man, and it contains notes of ambrette seeds, sea salt, and sage, and it really does have this kind of like coastal, fresh, aquatic, minerally salty, woodsy, herbaceous kind of vibe, and it's really special. And that, my friends, is my 5 favorite fragrances for men. So I would say if you are shopping for a man, or you are a man and you're looking for a Jo Malone, which is a little bit more citrus, I would say go Grapefruit. If you're looking for something which is quite classic, I would say go Amber and Lavender. If you're looking for something which is quite dark and sexy and quite intense, a little bit more Tom Fordy, I would say go for Pomegranate Noir. If you like something green and sunshine filled and really kind of like inspired by the Italian landscape and really kind of just green and warm and kind of delicious but kind of very green and earthy, then I would say go for the fig and cassis. And if you like something which is a little bit more windswept and no fragrance, a little softer, a little more aquatic, I would say go for wood sage and sea salt. And they, my friends, are my 5 favorite Jo Malone fragrances for men. I chose for myself, I spoke to my boyfriend, I hope you like the collection, and yeah, let me know what your favorite fragrances for men are. Also, all Jo Malone fragrances are unisex, so please, if you do like any of these fragrances, don't feel like they're not for you. They are totally for you. They are all unisex. These are just ones that I personally and my boyfriend thinks are really great for men. Anyway, that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like. Let me know what your favorite Jo Malone fragrance is. Let me know what your favorite men's Jo Malone fragrance is. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Goodbye.